Hey guys, it's Courtney over here at Axonol. Just wanted to stop in and talk about paint. Approximately 95% of all orders that come in through Axonol, through the website or trade shows, are painted, which means that there are tons of different schemes and color preferences that everyone likes. So this is a very time-consuming portion of our business. With that being said, when Axonol first started approximately 5 years ago, Spencer was doing all of the painting in every process. And then about 9 months to a year after that, I kind of came in to help and have taken over since then. Some weeks I paint 5 days, some weeks I paint every day of the week. Lots of straps, lots of baskets, lots of kind of everything, but it's really fun and I really enjoy it. So I just wanted to go over some of the stuff with you about the paint that we use. We use a brand called Angelus acrylic leather paint. Their customer service is fantastic. They have a great wholesale program, and we've really been pleased with their paint. Never had any issues with them or with any of their products. Most of the paint that I put down, I use a couple different tools. So one of them just being your standard paintbrush, but instead of using the bristles, we use the end, the tip. And the next one being a bamboo skewer, which is kind of silly, but it works great on any of that little fine tip stuff that you have to get. And sometimes everyone gets a little shaky, and by all means, my work is not perfect. I know that. But it is difficult, and you have to have a steady hand. And then the third thing being these amazing henna bottles. Mine, as you can see, are well loved and used. But we were introduced to these about 4 years ago, and at first I wasn't a big fan at all. But after a lot of practice, they have kind of become my best friend, and I feel like I make less of a mess with them than I do with the other stuff. Speaking of which, I think I'm putting a cord in some paint. So yeah, with that, our paint coats, we put on 3 coats, very, very thin coats. It's not just a one coat and you're done. And the process with that is putting those coats on and making sure that you wait a good time in between each coat, because if that paint is not dry, it definitely is going to, you'll be able to see it with bubbles and things of that nature. So yeah, putting coats on extremely thin and then making sure that they sit for a good 24 hours before we package them up and ship them out to y'all. Trust me, I do not like it when any of it gets messed up, especially if it's one that has been an extremely difficult strap to paint. But yeah, I would really hate to send something out and then it'd be perfect that I thought whenever it left here and then come to y'all not so perfect. That would be no bueno. So yeah, the only other thing that I can say is that sometimes you'll see in videos or pictures that it's not exactly what you ordered. With that in mind, just remember that these paint stages go from every strap is different, so the stages of the paint are a lot different and very weird. Some of the neons and things like that, you have to do different steps first, which took a lot of practice. Knowing that you have to put on a good base coat of white prior to any neons, or it will not adhere to the leather. Yeah. So I think that's about it. Everybody, I'll stop blabbering in this awkward state and get to the video. If you enjoy, and subscribe to us on YouTube and give us a thumbs up.